I'm Sam.
And I'm Greg.
We're human beings. And we like movies.
We'll be doing reviews of brand new releases,
Old classics,
entire sagas,
and even TV shows and video games.
This is Reaction Time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome
To episode
61 of
61?
Reaction Time. 61.
61.
61. Yeah. First episode via the cloud.
The Cloud.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know where the cloud is. I don't know who set
Isn't
it
it
up.
in the cloud?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But all I know is somehow I am showing up where you are,
Somehow.
and that's that.
Well, I'm just like a hologram that's in your room.
Can I just, before we get going on the episode, can I just say, I understand, I think, how video conferencing works,
I know.
right? Like, this is capturing what the pixels are doing. It's sending that code to your computer, and it's having that show up on you, in a way, right? It's saying, this pixel and this pixel and this pixel are this color, right? What I have never understood and will never understand is sound. How did the first telephone work? That is beyond me. Because it doesn't work like the telephones. It doesn't work like the telephones at the playground where it's just literally a tube. Like, that's not how it works.
Well, no, it's not. That's why you got the big telephone lines.
I know. So I don't know. I don't know how it works. And cell phones are even more confusing.
How did they learn to record sound?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I have no idea. Anyways, you guys, today we were going to do Roadhouse.
This is our first non-episode together, so.
Well, it's a first episode not together. It's not our first non-episode together.
Yeah.
Because it's still an episode.
Yeah,
but just
shut
not
up.
together. Yeah. We were going to do Roadhouse, but Amazon Prime hates us and decided that they were going to change the date on us from what Google told us.
I'm pretty sure it was your Apple phone that gave the wrong date.
I looked it up on my laptop.
Just
on Google.
Okay, fine.
This is, again, Google's fault. It's always Google's fault. So instead, we are talking...
I think Amazon Prime is obviously subscribed to our podcast, and they knew we were wanting to do it, and then they're like, no.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
You're good.
And they only pay 99 cents a month. So anyway... We're talking about a little movie called Love and Monsters today, which came out in 2020 as a pandemic film.
Yeah, Dylan
probably
O'Brien.
made pre-pandemic, but came out pandemic time.
Yeah.
And Dylan O'Brien and who's the... there's one other famous person.
Yeah.
Who is it, though?
I can't remember the name.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm looking at the cast and I don't recognize anybody, so maybe it's nobody that I know.
What are your thoughts on Dylan O'Brien?
I like him.
Yeah.
I feel medium about him.
Yeah.
I feel medium high.
He does all of his own stunts.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Respect. Immediate respect. Oh, it does have that girl who has played a bunch of different things lately, who was Little Gamora and Little Ahsoka and the girl in the Barbie movie, Ariana Greenblatt. She's the little girl. That's who I was thinking of, I think, because I don't recognize anybody else in the whole show. But I like Dylan O'Brien. I mean, I like Maze Runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
great movies.
The other things I've definitely seen him in. I've seen him in one other thing. Is he in like an internship type movie? Is there a movie called The Internship?
Well, yeah, but isn't... No, that's The Interview.
Yeah,
right?
It is The Internship with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn are basically these 40-somethings who try to go get an internship at like Google. And they're competing against all these younger people, and they don't know anything about technology. It's really funny. It's a good one. It came out like 11 years ago.
Have you seen the one where Vince Vaughn like donates his sperm
Oh my gosh. Yes.
to like 500 kids or something?
My favorite scene from that movie is somebody breaks into his house and asks him, "Are you David Wozniak?" And he has this baseball bat and he goes, "Yo no soy David Wozniak." It's so funny. That's so good. Yeah, what's that movie called?
Oh crap!
Family something.
Family plan.
Delivery
Switch.
Man.
Delivery Man. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Yeah.
funny. So,
All right, Craig.
What are your thoughts on this movie?
I liked this movie enough.
Yeah.
I think the first 2 acts of the movie, I'd probably give like a 9.
Yeah.
Like I honestly really liked it. And then the last act was like, eh. I'd probably give the last act like a 6.9, right?
Okay.
So this movie's like an 8.4
Yeah.
for me.
Well, I was going to
Because
do
I think it was just fun.
It is just a fun movie.
Like I think it's not one of those movies that you really can even get upset about because there's no weight behind it.
No.
But it's familiar enough to be fun to watch, but it's different enough to be intriguing, you know?
Mhm.
So I think
Yeah.
I think it's good in those aspects, but I liked it. So you gave it
Yeah.
an 8.5?
Yeah, 8.5.
That's solid.
Yeah. One of those where I guess I watched like a trailer for it and I was not anticipating what it was going to be, but I was pleasantly
Oh.
surprised.
Yeah. I'm trying to I think okay, so here's a few things. I think the CGI is like honestly pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Because this also felt like a low budget movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was, but it feels low budget.
It had to have been at least somewhat.
Yeah.
Like the actual like
$30
CGI and
million
everything looked good.
$30 million.
That's pretty cheap.
That's really cheap. Yeah.
I would say the only thing that was a little off was like the frames. Like it wasn't some of like the creatures and stuff like moved like this rather
They
than
were-
like a fluid motion.
They were animated at a different frame rate than maybe what the movie had been shot in. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. But
Still
nothing
not
that
as
took
bad
me
as
out of it.
Megamind. No.
Oh gosh. I'm like trying to forget that movie right now.
Versus the Doom Syndicate for the people who didn't listen to our other episode.
yeah,
we
yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
Megamind.
We love Megamind. We do
Saw
not
the second
love
one.
Megamind 2. Oh. Okay. Do you have anything else non-spoilery to say, or should we just get into spoilers?
Yeah, I was getting spoilers. I recommend
Okay.
it. It's
yeah,
on like
I do too.
Netflix or Hulu or something.
It's one of
so-
those movies to watch when you just want to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it is.
It's not super long.
It's not super long. It's not super any genre really.
It's not complex.
Yeah. It's
You're just having a
it's
fun
just-
time watching a movie.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
fun. So okay, let's get into spoilers.
Okay.
I really, really liked the very beginning of this movie and the like explanation of everything that happened.
Yeah.
The art at the beginning was an odd choice, but
Mm-hmm.
very fun. Like
Yeah.
I liked it, which I
Yeah, it was
usually I don't
cool.
like stuff like that, but I really liked it. Just as he's explaining everything that happened, and just like all the drawings and the weird stuff, I just thought that was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was fun.
it was fun.
And it was a different take on just your typical monster story.
Yeah, a lot of this felt like Zombieland. The vibe of the movie, because there is
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like narration and background and all that kind of stuff. So at least the beginning felt kind of like Zombieland in a way.
I mean, it's kind of
kind
what
of
it was.
yeah,
Rather than zombies, there was monsters, but
yeah,
it's somebody that's, basically trying to go to a different point for a specific
Mm-hmm.
reason, whatever it is. And then there's crazy stuff that happens along the way, and they
Yeah.
meet random people.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, a few of the visual notes that I have, I thought basically all of the monsters looked really good.
They were cool too.
like really cool. They were well designed.
Yeah.
And then the CGI on top of that was really good. I think there
Yeah.
were a couple that were kind of meh, but not to the point where it was like, oh, that's so bad. The CGI's the
No.
worst. Like none of
Nothing was
that.
like distracting.
yeah.
The only thing that I have
Yeah.
that was bad was the toad. I think it's like the first big toad that
Oh.
you see that comes
Uh-huh.
out of the like swamp. That where it like the frames looked weird.
Yeah.
Or it's just
And
a
then-
little bit off.
Yeah, and the tongue.
Yeah. and
There's
the
something
tongue.
about the tongue on that one that wasn't perfect, but
No.
yeah.
But then when
And
you got
then
the crab that was destroying the yacht, that
Oh,
looks so
yeah.
good.
Yeah, so good. Which is, it's so interesting to look at a movie like this with that budget
Uh-huh.
and think, like, I don't know. I don't know where budgets go in movies. Right. No
I
idea.
don't
When you
either.
look at a movie like, I don't know, you look at a movie like Endgame that costs what, $350 million.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look at where, you know, a lot of that budget went to paying the actors, right? When you look at that,
Robert Downey Jr.
got what, like 70 million or something crazy for
I
that
think
movie.
like 75
50.
or something.
Something crazy, right? You add all that
Yeah.
up, and you're like, oh, there it is. But then there's, you know, there's 100 million left over, and you're like, that's a lot of you think about how much money that is. You're like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of money.
We're in the wrong business, obviously.
I know. So 30 million feels so tame.
I know, but you think about like $30 million. That like
Again, yeah, that's
it
a
doesn't
buttload of money.
seem small, but it is in
Yeah.
comparison to most movies.
Yeah.
Where you got Secret
Oh, I
Invasion at 200 million. Looks like
that's
crap.
insane. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, this had better CGI than Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
So that's good. The only other visual note really that I have is when that monster explodes. The is it the one in the forest with all the grenades? Or is it one grenade or is it multiple grenades?
It's just one.
It's just one.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
That was
Yeah.
my skewering for this
That
movie.
was yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
it was it's just like gives me the feels, you know?
That part and then
it tickles my heart.
the crab eating all the people on the yacht was just like
Oh, it was awesome.
sweet payoff.
Yeah. It was the best.
The
you have any
picture
other
that,
notes?
Yeah, the picture
Oh.
that he drew of her at the beginning when they're like in the car.
Oh,
So horrible.
yeah. It's really sad. So funny.
That's the only other
Yeah.
note that I've got for visuals. So
Okay, so what are you going to give visuals?
I'll do 178
Okay.
because everything looked really
Alright.
good, but not like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to pull up the stats, so here I am. Just
How
loading.
dare you?
I know. 178. I'm going to give it a 173.
Okay.
Just for a couple of the like things that were a little off.
Yeah.
But honestly, most of the stuff was good, and that crab at the end
Oh, dude.
was solid. The crab and the thing that comes up out of the ground, I can't remember what it's called. The like snaky scorpion-y type of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The one that was like in the holes, like the little pits,
I think so.
and they all like came out of like the different things when he falls in.
No, there's like a mega monster that's like underground and finally pops up.
Oh yeah.
It's like a scorpion or a worm
Yeah.
or something. It's like Dune.
Yeah.
It's a sandworm. I don't know.
It's a sandworm.
That one
Looks
that
about
one was
as good.
great too. Yeah. Yeah, it all looks the same. Really.
Yeah, it holds up the exact same. You could just replace that with Dune Part 2 and they look the exact
Yeah.
same.
Oh yeah. It's not an issue. Okay. The story. I have a
Okay, you go.
I got a big thing. I got a
Okay.
big thing. He said that he's on Earth 616.
Okay, yeah.
That's like a Marvel thing.
I know. Is it
Is
like a different universe?
Love and Monsters MCU canon?
Canon. Secret Invasion Part 2. So is it
I'm
obviously? Well, I mean, it's got to be something different, right? Because it's not like there's massive toads and crabs.
but
But he knows that he's on Earth 616.
that's a weird number to just choose randomly.
Yeah. I mean, 626 is Stitch, so
Is
maybe
it really?
they were. Yeah.
Is 616 our Earth, or is that the other planet in Multiverse of Madness? No, I think it's
Ooh.
it's
Yeah.
this one. I think it's the regular one. Anyway,
Weird. I guess that's just how they quickly explain why there's monsters
yeah,
allowed on this Earth because we're in a different universe.
that's fair. I'll take it.
His mom in the flashback, she's packing the chandelier in the car.
Yeah. So funny.
Let's save that. Can't
Okay,
miss out on
okay.
the chandelier.
Remind me of one thing.
Okay.
Was it a nuclear bomb and the radiation that made all the monsters?
Yes.
Because all of the radiation fell on all the bugs or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was just the bugs that got infected
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't the animals.
No,
Right?
because it
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like bugs slash
this-
like insects type
Is a
stuff.
Is a slug a bug?
Probably an insect.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was just like those type of things.
Yeah.
But
But like
what's
the toad,
what's a
that's
crab?
fine. Crab's a water bug. Big one.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the rules. Okay, one of my favorite lines is when the dude says to him, because he meets up with the little girl and the dude, and the guy's like, trust your instincts, they'll keep you alive. And he says, what if I have terrible instincts? And he goes, you'll die. Like that.
I wanted more of them.
I know.
They were so
They
good.
were great. Yeah, they were great.
I was sad that it was like freaking half hour and then it was just like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
The dog not going for the frisbee was hilarious.
Yeah.
It just chucks a frisbee and the
accurate.
dog's like, do you want me to go catch that?
Yeah. It's accurate, by the way.
Oh, man. Yeah, Winston probably doesn't go for frisbee, just as he.
No.
Yeah.
He'll get a little scared when we try. Okay. We got to talk about something very, very important.
Okay, super important.
The guy gives him the grenade
Yes.
and he says, pull the pin, count to 5. Not 4, not 6, 5.
Right.
What movie is that from?
I don't know.
And then thou shalt count to 3 and lob thy holy hand grenade and blow thine enemy into tiny pieces. Thou shalt not count to 4, neither shalt thou count to 3. 5 is right out. Monty Python, man.
They
Monty Python,
totally
Holy
ripped that
Grail.
off.
100%. And the orangutans and the fruit bats and the breakfast cereals. May
I
they
need
blow thy
to
enemy.
watch that movie again because
Dude,
it's
we
been
need to
so
do that
long.
movie.
That'd be great.
It's so good. I haven't seen it in several years, probably
yeah.
4 to 5, and I can still say the entire thing.
See, I
Start to
think
finish.
I've probably been like 10, 15 years.
For real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, we need to
It's
watch
been
that.
a long time.
Let's make a list of classics. If anybody out there wants to add, I mean, we've definitely got Princess Bride and Monty Python on there. If anybody
100%.
wants to add anything, it has to be like a classic though. You can't give us something
Yeah.
weird and niche. It's got to
No.
be one of those.
A true classic.
And blow thine enemy into bits in thy mercy. It's so funny, man. So
Like
bad.
young
I love it.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Blazing Saddles.
You got more notes?
Yeah, so when he falls into the little like sand pit
The pit
and
of
those
despair.
those things come shooting out.
Uh-huh.
So we were watching it with Lindsay's parents, and they had both already seen the movie.
Okay.
And so we were watching it. And Lindsay's mom like super jumps when the first like sandworm comes out. And she's like, I've already seen this movie and I knew this was going to happen.
She didn't even need the 3D glasses.
She didn't
dude.
know. It was just like,
Dang. That's funny.
okay, so he keeps practicing with the bow and arrow, right?
Yeah.
I never saw him grab the arrows.
They didn't show that.
Did he though?
He must have. It's like how in movies they don't show you like the hero going to the bathroom unless it's a comedy.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
Like when like let's look at this way.
Okay.
John Wick has to poop at some time. He's got to. There's no way he goes 4 movies and does not take a single dump. Right?
I could
There's
see
no way
his,
I'm wrong.
I could see his determination to not do that.
No, he's like,
He's
my
got it
body
in there.
runs at 100% efficiency. So there's no waste. Ergo, no poop. It's possible.
He's just giving like the look, and the one guy's like, do you need to go? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. I just pooped my pants.
That's just
So-
convert into more bullets.
That's what it is. It's magic poop. He's like, I eat lead for breakfast, and then I poop it out and I make bullets out of it.
Just compresses into a
John
bullet.
Wick is the most efficient person on Earth. Okay, let's talk
See,
about
that's what we
Mavis.
need for the new John Wick side like show on Amazon rather than the
It's just-
Continental.
just
it's
dudes
just
pooping
him
out
going.
bullets?
Yeah, yeah.
It's great. I can't see anything wrong with that. At all. Okay,
when
let's
he
talk about
says-
Mavis.
Okay, Mavis,
Okay,
the funny little robot.
the funny little robot. First
Yeah.
of all, I love Mavis. Mavis is a great robot.
Great.
He's asking Mavis about what the options, like what could happen, because he's going all this way to find his girlfriend.
Right.
He has left the safety of the underground bunker to travel 70 miles or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's not like crazy far, but it's like
No.
it's pretty far, right?
Because they were saying like
And-
around 10 days.
And with all those monsters, man, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't even know if she still loves him. It's been 6 years, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or something like that. And so Mavis says, first option, she loves the grand gesture. Second option, she doesn't appreciate it and you traveled all this way for nothing. Third option, you die. Loved it.
Just so realistic.
So realistic, so blunt and brutally honest.
Well,
So I love that.
that was just another thing that they just kind of throw in there is that they
Uh-huh.
have like super futuristic robots that can talk to people, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? You know?
There's crazy bug monsters, and they've also developed insane, awesome robots, but they can't actually do anything to the monsters. They just help people through their problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's basically, it's just a therapy robot.
By telling them they're going to die.
Yes. That's actually exactly what it is.
So did you guess when he finally makes it to where she's at and there's that like
Yeah.
head honcho guy, did you guess that he was going to be a bad guy?
100% yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was Australian, right?
Yeah.
The Australian guys who are there are always the bad guys, mate.
Yeah.
Always.
The ones that sound the coolest.
It's not a good eye. It's a bad die to be Australian. I can't do an Australian accent.
No, I'm not even going to try.
Nope. I cannot. But yeah, I mean, definitely bad guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
don't
what
have
would
any
you-
more story notes.
Yeah. What would you
Is that
give
it
this
for you?
story? Yeah, that's it for
You
me.
know what? I really, honestly liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Again, the third act was kind of weirdly written, and the pacing
Predictable,
was maybe
too.
not my favorite and a little predictable. So I do have to
Yeah.
take some points off. But 182.
Okay.
What about you?
I'll do 186.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Just a little more. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so acting. I only have one note. And basically, when Dylan O'Brien's character, when he sees
Its character.
his first monster and he just freezes,
Uh-huh.
it's really good acting.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very good acting.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I just know is hard to act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anger, I think, is very easy to act. So
Yeah.
oftentimes when actors are very angry in a scene, it's like it doesn't carry the same amount of weight as if somebody's surprised. Because surprise
yeah,
is
'cause-
hard.
Anybody can be angry.
Yeah, anybody can be angry. It's so
Yeah.
easy. But surprise is hard, right? Surprise is hard. Like genuinely scared and like shaking and frozen, kind of like that, is also just it's difficult. And so I have to give him
Right.
props for that.
Right.
And then I liked everybody else. Honestly,
Yeah.
I
didn't care for the
girl-
girlfriend. Yeah.
yeah, the girlfriend wasn't my favorite.
No.
The Australian guy was fine.
Stereotypical Australian villain.
Yeah,
Nothing
stereotypical
crazy.
Australian villain. But otherwise, I think people did really good.
I think him, Dylan O'Brien, and then the two people that he meets were like the best three
For sure.
of the whole movie.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah, I
buddies
agree.
at the beginning that are like in the bunker. Like they all did fine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think they did good. So
but I really think
Um,
I honestly really like Dylan O'Brien.
I do too. I'm curious as to why he's not bigger.
Yeah.
Um
I don't know if the Maze Runner thing kind of almost like
was
Daniel Radcliffe for a while didn't do anything after Harry Potter, but now
Yeah.
he is.
I mean, was Maze Runner like critically accepted very well?
No. The first
they
one
didn't-
was reviewed pretty well and did pretty well, but the second and third
Yeah.
it kind of died.
Okay. I honestly love those movies.
So do I.
They're so good.
To me it's I like those way better than Hunger Games. Or
Yeah,
even like
same.
Insurgent and Divergent. Like
Yeah.
it's second to the young adult thing that was going around when you had Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Divergent,
Yeah.
I Am Number 4, all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To me, Maze Runner was the top of those, other than Harry Potter, of course. But
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. So I mean, do you have any acting notes?
no, just that Dylan O'Brien was good.
Yeah. So
Was
what are
the
you
only
going to give
thing
it?
that I had? So for him, I would honestly give him like a 195.
Okay.
Maybe 190. But for everybody else, I'll bring it to like a 171.
Okay. I'm going to give it a
Yeah.
176
Okay.
because there wasn't really any acting that was. I think the less good acting was more so like I didn't think about it until after the movie was over.
Right.
You know, because
right.
sometimes there's acting that's so bad where you are actively thinking about how bad it is during the movie.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
really wasn't that. Like once the movie was over, I was like, oh, that person and that person didn't do great, but they're fine,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it didn't bug me, you know, quite as bad. And I do think that the kind of those main three people were very good.
Yeah. The only one that bugged me at all during it was the girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, it wasn't like horrible or anything.
No, it was fine.
Okay. Do you have any
Okay.
notes for score?
Just that it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Average.
Yeah, nothing like
I'd say.
crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing that like grabbed my attention, but I was never like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
No. I'll do a 140.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 1. Ugh. I'm going to give it a 130.
This score is always hard for you.
It is always hard. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I might have to I might need to vitalize or analyze my system, my score system, because I think everything's either a 200 or a 100, and there's no in between.
There's no in between, and you have Avatar, which was average, but you gave it like an 80, and then you have this movie, which was an average, and you give it 130.
I think a lot of that, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think a lot of it rides on expectations.
Yeah, it was disappointment.
And so you could honestly put the same score in 2 movies, and if one of them is a Star Wars movie and one of them is this movie, it is going to rank significantly lower in a Star Wars movie and significantly higher in this movie.
Right.
Because I know kind of what I'm expecting and what I need out of that thing.
Right.
So,
right.
Which I think is fair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely fair. You see the first Avatar and the music's all really good, and then you see the second one, you're like, oh, well, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they got a new composer. That's what happens.
I'm kind of thinking about watching Avatar again, but I don't know if I have time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I need to block out some time in my schedule.
Put away
That's how long that
like
movie
4
is.
hours.
If you need to actively open your calendar app to be able to watch a movie, it is too long. That's my rule. All right, Craig. The vibe of this movie was a what for you?
I don't have any notes.
Okay.
But I'll give it a 182.
Okay.
Because I had a lot of fun.
I just put you down for an 812.
Nice.
I made a tie-up. Okay.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Wow. That's big numbers. I'm going to give it a 190.
Okay.
I think more and more kind of these days, I'm liking movies like this more.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like there's so much franchise letdown going on that when a movie comes out that's like, it's just like a good, fun movie that's got some good action, some funny parts. It's like, it's great.
Yeah.
You know? It just is, it's that little like flower in the middle of not a desert, but maybe like a manure pile. And maybe this flower is like not even my favorite kind of flower.
Two totally different things.
Maybe it's a petunia, you know, and it's a flower nonetheless, and it's better than poop.
I mean, in manure, yeah.
Yes. Okay, Gregory, what do you think you gave this movie?
Oh man. 883.
Okay. I think I gave it an 8. I gave it less than you, I think. Well, it might be close. I'm going to say I gave it an 850 on the dot.
Ooh.
You said 8 what?
882.
857.
Oh, okay.
And
so you're
I
probably
gave
dang
it
close.
851.
Oh.
Missed it by that much.
Oh. We haven't guessed them for a while.
No, we haven't. I should have
like
bolded the ones that we've guessed correctly.
Yeah, because you had that moment for like 3 episodes in a row.
Dude,
it felt
where
like
I
you
was
guessed them all.
nailing things. It was like 2 episodes in a row I guessed my score, and then the next one I guessed the box office like exactly.
Yeah.
It was something like that. That was a good time in my life. And that just hasn't happened.
That's the peak.
That's the peak.
That was the peak of your life.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Oh.
Love and Monsters. Came out when? October of 2020. Bad
And it
time
released
to be a
in
movie.
theaters?
That's a good question. Were theaters even open? Let's see. I'm hoping I
Yeah.
don't. Well, I don't want to like spoil but I'm trying to
'Cause-
figure out.
Well, Dune was November. Well, I guess that was 2021.
Yeah, that was a year later.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see anything on if it released in theaters?
This is what it says, which now reading it, my brain's not working. The film was originally slated for release on March 6th, 2020, but in
Okay.
October of 2019, the release date was moved to April of 2020, so a month later.
Okay.
In February of 2020, it was pushed to February of 2021, which is weird.
Oh.
In August of 2020, Paramount announced that due to COVID, the film would be released via video on demand on October 16th, 2020. The film's title was changed from Monster Problems to Love and Monsters, which is
Oh.
a much better title.
Much
film-
better title.
Also, Monster Problems is a terrible,
That's
terrible title. And whoever
horrible
came up
title
with that,
name.
I hope they were fired.
Oh,
The film also
100%.
played in 387 theaters for the weekend of October 16th, 18th, 2020. Netflix released the film on their service outside the U.S. on it. Okay. Okay. So I don't have any. I think it released in 387 theaters
For one weekend?
One weekend. So we can guess maybe what it made in that weekend
In 387 theaters.
during COVID.
Oh my gosh.
So you have to keep in mind that these theaters could only have a max capacity of like 30 people, right? 'Cause
Uh-huh.
unless you were with the person you lived with, you had to be 4 seats away or something.
30 people, probably like, what, maybe 5-6 showings?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like per day?
Maybe. That feels high.
Is that
I would say
high?
probably like 3, like just evening. I just can't imagine. I don't know. I guess if it's the weekend, Saturday, you could have some
And if there was
matinees,
nothing
but
else, maybe they were trying to push it more?
It's possible.
Oh, man. It's got to be low.
I got a number in mind.
Oh. I don't even know. Okay.
You got a number?
I don't know if this is so high or so low.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? You go
Okay.
and then I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, so I go?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. 251.
300,000.
Okay.
Wait, 251,000, right?
Yeah.
Not million.
No,
Okay,
not
just
million.
making
No,
sure.
no. 251 billion.
$251 billion. They beat out Elon Musk. Okay, Love and
Okay, I'm
Monsters.
glad that mine was
Box
not
office.
that high.
Hold on, I'm confused. Okay, so the box office is $1 million. But it
Okay.
says the opening in the 387 theaters was 270,000. So we're going to go based off of that number because that's what we were guessing. So you, very close. Very, very close.
I won.
But the million is, I'm trying to
So
figure out
was it-
what.
Was it overseas at all?
No.
Love and Monsters. Just domestic.
Because now it's saying in release 84 days.
Yeah, this is saying from from October 16th to November 19th, we had 90,000, 120,000, 60, 20, 26, 21, 23, 68, 100,000. That's some really big jumps. Dang.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hmm.
So it played all the way through November.
Yeah. So
Or
it was
for a lot
out.
of November.
It's basically out for a little over a month.
Yeah. But then what does the 84 days mean?
I don't know.
Weird.
Huh.
So they didn't make their money back on the 30 mil.
I mean,
They maybe have.
yeah.
Because it was if it
for
went
like
straight to on demand.
like streaming and stuff,
Yeah.
you
Very
would think.
interesting though. And it's got good reviews.
Yeah, like it's like 90 something on Rotten Tomatoes.
94 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Metacritic gave it a 63 out of 100, but that's off 14 people. So
What's
I don't know if we
IMDb?
trust them. It was nominated for an Academy Award in Best VFX, but lost to Tenet,
Oof.
which is, that's
You almost have to have like a budget one, like between 100 million and
know.
less, and then like 100 million and more. You know what I mean?
That's actually a great. But is that? Would you say a full movie budget or a VFX budget?
It'd probably have to be a VFX budget.
Because I'm curious about other VFX budgets.
Yeah. Because
I
like
wonder,
Tenet was more
honestly-
expensive, but was the VFX more expensive? Or was it just
Yeah.
actors and Christopher Nolan and, Hans... Oh, no, it wasn't Hans Zimmer. Wasn't it Ludwig Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Lawlenschmauser? Because it's hard to
What?
how do you put Tenet up against Love and Monsters,
I know. It seems rude.
Yeah. It's definitely rude.
It's like Loki seems kind of mean.
I guess it's like putting freaking the Yankees against any other baseball team that only can spend like
Yeah.
$5 million and the Yankees can spend hundreds. And they still lose.
Dude, remember how Thanos snapped his fingers and then like a year later the entire world went into lockdown? That was kind of crazy, right? It's kind of weird coincidence. Okay, I just saw something
COVID?
that Avengers Endgame had a $65 million budget, which is the average VFX budget for a blockbuster.
Holy crap.
So there you go.
COVID-19 MCU canon?
What? Any final thoughts, Craig, on this marvelous film?
No.
Well, congratulations. You won something today.
Please watch it. I did. I broke your 7-day streak or whatever.
4 weeks.
7-day, but
Oh, wait. Dune Part 2. We have to just really quickly check up on that guy.
oh yeah. Dude,
Because I haven't really been keeping up with it.
Kung Fu Panda 4 won again.
Dune is only at 506.
Only?
So we're 100 million away from my... I'm just saying, we're about at half of your guess. A little over half.
A little over half of my guess.
Yeah. We've got 100 million to mine. So I'm feeling, honestly, I'm feeling decent.
I'm thinking it might be... I'm thinking it's going to get pretty close to halfway in between ours.
So let's see. The halfway mark is what?
The halfway mark would be 770-ish.
771 is our halfway point.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think he's going to do 270 million more?
No. I think it might do I think it might do 200 million more.
Yeah. So you think we're going to... I think sitting somewhere in the high sixes or low sevens is
Yeah.
probably I don't know. That's still a lot though.
Yeah, but this is what, it's third
But I guess
week?
it's been 3 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's maybe right.
I will say, though, on this one, the international is a lot less.
Yeah.
So on the original, it was like 30-70 split, where on this one, it's only 41-59.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
I wonder, do we know if the last one released in China? Oh, this one did release in China.
this one did, yeah. It was a little late,
Oh,
but
yeah. Okay.
it released.
Oh, yeah. It was a week late.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
Hmm.
Well, I hope I win. And I hope you lose.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
So, anything else?
I think that is it.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Well, it's mine.
It's yours.
And it is really epidemically awesome. Can tiny idioms ostracize nuts? Thinking inside minds explode.
I think if
Thank you.
ostracized like multiple times.
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
probably right.
random word.
Have you ever
The
seen
O
the
and
meme?
the N always feels like it's the same.
Yeah, it probably is. Have you ever seen the meme that it's like a headline and it says Sydney Sweeney grew up feeling ostracized because of her large breasts, and then underneath it says they're big, but I wouldn't say they're ostrich-sized. It's funny.
That's awesome.
All right, folks. We will see you next week
We need.
for Roadhouse.
Yes,
We're watching that stupid
Roadhouse.
We're watching it.
And we need one more subscriber on YouTube to hit 100.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of subscribers in the past couple weeks.
Uh-huh. Dude, it's that Fast and Furious tournament, man.
Dang, boy.
We got like almost 750 votes on one.
Can we do? Oh my gosh. We need to do several Marvel tournaments. Maybe just one giant Marvel tournament. But I also think we should do a Spider-Man tournament.
Just the
Maybe.
the live.
That's tough because I feel like if we do all of it, like one of the Spider-Verses is going to win no matter what. But maybe not.
But we
Like if we put No Way Home up against Across the Spider-Verse.
I also
What's
wonder
gonna
how much people love Spider-Man 2.
Which is so weird to me because I get that it's good, but I rewatched it and it's not that great.
Oh,
There's way too much early 2000s screaming in it to be a good movie.
dude, it's so good.
It's good, but it's not the best. It's like the 6th best Spider-Man movie.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Spider-Man 1 and 3 are better. I'm just saying.
Wait, what?
I know it's a hot take.
You put 2 as the lowest?
Of the 3? Yeah.
Oh, dude,
For
2's the
sure.
best.
Okay. Whatever.
3's the best for the memes.
Yeah. But I think we should do it. I think we should do it. There's 10 or 8 films, which is a great number to do a tournament.
There's 8 because
There's 8 live action and 10 total.
yeah, there's 10. The thing is do I wait until the last one comes out?
Nah. Because then there's
Okay.
11. Too hard.
And then it
Do
doesn't
now.
work.
And that's not going to be out for an undisclosed amount of time. It could be 2 years.
Yeah, it could be 10.
Yeah. This ending is way too long. Okay. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.